And welcome everybody to Live on the Ave. I am Chad, and I'm joined today by Jason, and we're going to run down the news for Tuesday, April 12th, 2016. And I want to start off with some celebration of Alien Day coming up on April 26th. Century Fox is trying to get Alien Day started. I don't know if it is started or it's a thing. It's starting, but Alien versus Pinball, dude. 3 Alien tables are going to be coming out, which they just announced for Zen Pinball. If you guys are fans of pinball, Zen ones are the crazy, kind of like obscure ones where they got a lot of shit going on, like figures popping up on the screen. It's not very realistic at all, but it kind of gets you. I think the ball mechanics are really good. There's,
they're gimmicky, dude. There's just like, there's always like crazy shit happening. Like there's Star Wars ones, and there's like TIE fighters are battling, and in this one, like Ripley's. There's like a car chase scene or something. I don't. And there's a flamethrower on the. They're a little too over the top for me. I prefer my pinball more on that trail. But it's just because like a game with this goes for like 20 minutes. Like I feel like you can never die in one of these games. It's a little too much for me.
They do give you a lot of like the ability to survive a lot longer than a typical table would last. This one you're gonna get aliens. You're gonna get Aliens versus Predator, and then you also get Alien Isolation, which is based off the Alien Isolation.
Aliens versus Predator, I can get behind.
So, dude, Aliens vs. Predator is gonna be awesome, man. I'm really excited for that one, dude. It's gonna look really good. And then like this one seems like it's going a little over the top, like we were just talking about, man. There's a lot of shit going on in this table, dude. So make sure you guys check it out on Alien Day, April 26th, the Alien versus table. Make sure you, Jason, you're not gonna get that one, but
I'm skipping it. I mean,
but if you like death and destruction, dude, and you can kill aliens all day long.
Not my cup of tea.
But a cup of tea, dude. Let It Die. Jason, your cup of tea from Suda51, the creators of Killer 7, No More Heroes, No More Heroes 2, just announced that at PAX 2016 they're going to finally release Let It Die, which is one of the games that they've been kind of like in production with for quite a while here.
2014, I think they first started announcing it and talking about it. I love Suda51 games. He reminds me a lot of like Quentin Tarantino, where he just like tries to take weird chances and do crazy things. He doesn't have the finesse, but like he's very passionate, and he goes left, and he does a lot of wrestling shit, and he has like weird references, and everything in his game is just like over the top and wacky and crazy. The which is awesome. It made like No More Heroes super cool, but no, I don't know why I've been saying No More Heroes. It is No More Heroes. Yeah, No More Heroes.
It's No More Heroes.
I keep getting confused. Super cool, but it gets the gameplay usually sucks. Like the characters control like shit, the cameras are garbage, the mechanics are kind of ho hum.
And that's my little worry as I watch this trailer here. You see the backdrop, pro wrestling move, awesome. The style it's kind of got his flair that you were used to seeing in his games, but not as much. Like if you think about like Killer 7 and No More Heroes, like it was really that like flat, flashy blood, like kind of toned back colors. And here we're looking at something more.
The color palette the color palette in this is really weird. It's very muted, like you're saying. Like it's a lot of grays and browns, but maybe that's just the scene they're showing here. Maybe there's like crazy dream sequences that are just totally blown out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I need to see more.
It's coming to life, so you guys can check that out at PAX 2016 coming up very soon here. I'm sure they'll have playable stuff or more information on it. Check back with that, and we'll give you guys some more if there's any more coming out. But speaking of something coming out, we'd also got news. FCC filings. This is just like rumor mill, dude. Rumor mill, basically. Xbox One Slim or a variant of the Xbox One coming out around E3 this year. FCC filings are putting a NDA on it that actually ends right after E3 this year. So people are speculating that it's coming, something's in the works, something's filed. It has the manual for the original Xbox Ones, like that are kind of filed with the FCC. So
what are you thinking? Put your Xbox in your pocket?
The Xbox One Go.
Yeah.
It could happen. So that's just a rumor, guys. Just wanted to throw that out there for you.
It's interesting. So, does that compete with the Sony 4K or the Nintendo NX? Like, is it just going to be like, hey, this is a cheaper version of the Xbox One. Sony's going this way. Sony's going to this new $500 box to play this, and we're going to this new $200 box. Where do kids want to play? You think that's what they're doing?
I'm thinking they're going to add some features that we just didn't know about that haven't leaked yet, kind of like the 4K PlayStation has. So I think they might be along that line, so they haven't been saying anything.
Kinect support? You think they're bringing the Kinect back?
The Kinect.
They're going all in.
It's gonna be full front. It's actually.
Yeah, Sony, you want to wear a headset? You don't have to wear a headset with a Kinect. Don't you forget.
Yo, that is true. You don't have to, but then everyone can hear what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It gets fucking messy. So keep it locked here. We'll get you guys more information about the Xbox One Slim, if there is a such thing, or whatever they decide to create as it gets closer to E3, because that's when they're thinking it's going to happen. We also got some Xbox One backward compatible games announced today as well. Ooh. A couple of them. Duke Nukem, Sonic the Fighters, and man, dude, why are they doing Sonic? Can we just get that out of the way? Dude, what the hell's with these games, dude?
What the fuck is Sonic the Fighters, and why have I never played it? That's what I want to know. I never knew about this game. It's like a Sonic Virtual Fighter game. I think I knew of it and have seen pictures, but I've definitely never played that.
I have played it, and it's exactly what you just described, and it doesn't make it any better.
It looks terrible.
Oh, it's awful.
It's awesome, dude. I am definitely buying that this week. There's no question. You can fight on a boat? The fuck? That's amazing.
Dude, Tails and Sonic, man, going at it, dude, battling it out.
It's just a weird collection of games. Duke Nukem Manhattan Project, huh?
It's an absolutely...
That's what you think people want to play?
Dude, it was like probably the worst 3 games they could have put out there. If they're trying to generate some excitement, dude, no. I mean, that's not doing it. We need something bigger, man. Nobody wants to play those fucking games. Are they even on the list of games that were people were
no,
they were
there's
voting?
One person that voted for this, I'm sure of it.
Dude.
The guy that created this game.
I guarantee this was on the block, and they're like, dude, that'll take 2 seconds to put in there.
Oh, yeah, okay, totally. Yeah. John, you want to do it? You want to push the button? Nah, yeah, sure.
Who wants to hit the button? Dude, in a game that I was playing is Tales Enter the Gungeon. Holy crap, man. I'm all over the board here, dude. Enter the Gungeon. I just started playing it recently. It just came out. 200,000 units in its first week, dude.
That is awesome. That's super cool for when you see a small little studio put out a really good game and then everybody gets behind it. You can't be nothing but happy for those guys. And it's only going to get better because the word of mouth is continuing to get stronger and stronger on this one.
Dude, and I can guarantee there's 200,000 happy people because that game it's really not the only complaint I have is the rolling thing and just changing, just being able to change that key.
God, dude, I'm going to talk about it a lot on the block party tomorrow, but I actually fired up Isaac afterwards and I was annoyed that I couldn't roll.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, God damn it. I was like, the controls in this are not as good as they are in Enter the Gungeon anymore. I went in, I was playing it, I was like, oh, this isn't as good as Isaac. And then now I'm like, this isn't as good as Enter the Gungeon. And the more I play it, the more I want to play it. And the fact that 200,000 people have bought this and are probably enjoying the shit out of it, and developers were already talking about adding new bosses and levels and weapons before the sales number hit, I'm hoping we get Isaac level support because it's not fair to compare it to Isaac, right? Because we're not playing vanilla Isaac. We're playing 3-4 years on Isaac with all the fucking bells and whistles because that game didn't have what it has now when you first got it on the PC.
I mean...
you're talking years of new items and weapons being added. So it's exciting. I love this game. I love this game.
So congratulations to those guys, dude. And continued support. I also want to throw out there if you guys do have it and you got a buddy in the hanging out with you, definitely try 2 players. Me and Amy had a chance to play it, and it actually works really well as 2 players. So it's not as clustered as a giant clusterfuck as I had mentioned I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. It's actually really nice, dude, and it plays really well together. So if you got a buddy, dude, check out Enter the Gungeon. And yeah, we can expect support for that, dude. They're supporting it like crazy, and now that 200,000 people have it. But also a sale today I want to talk about since we're talking about saving money, dude, and people making money, dude. Telltale Bundle is out right now, $12, dude, for an insane amount of Telltale games, dude. We talked about Telltale purchasing earlier this week. Another franchise, but dude, you get Poker Night, you get Back to the Future, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands, Wolf Among Us, dude. Are you kidding me? For $12? Dude?
If you don't own those games, man, you haven't bought them on one of the Xbox sales or anything, do it now. Even casual, I think Sweener's going to be talking about Wolf Among Us tomorrow on the block party because he's been playing through that. And that doesn't seem like the kind of game you'd play. I think even if you don't think you're going to be into one of these games, you start playing it, you're like, yep, I'm into this.
Yeah, and even if you only want to play, oh man, I don't give a shit about anything except Game of Thrones. $12 is a steal for that damn thing, dude. Go check it out. It's on the Humble Bundle right now. It's PC only, so I apologize all the console lovers, but PC only Humble Bundle. Check it out. It's going fast. It's only got 10 days left, I think. For 2 weeks.
And they still haven't announced more. There's more games that kind of go as the time goes on.
Secret unlocks, baby. Minecraft could be in it.
Oh, no, it won't be.
All right, that wraps up our game news for today. Let's move on to some news in the world of Star Wars. The original trilogy is going to be heading back to theaters. The Alamo Drafthouse is going to be putting it on display for everybody. So if you guys got an Alamo Drafthouse, you need to check it out. There's a few around the country. I don't have one here.
I know, it sucks. I love it. I never had one until like a couple months ago, and now I'm just like the biggest proponent of that theater chain in the entire world. It's so great.
I gotta listen to him talk about all the special like cups he gets and like all the fucking
weird movies they show. Like Big Trouble in Little China was just shown. Like
what?
I know, and they do it proper. I didn't go. I didn't go to that one. I wasn't in town, but.
Yeah, so if you guys got an Alamo Drafthouse, it's like a dining movie, amazing experience. So
yeah, and if you haven't seen Star Wars in the theater, go see it in the theater.
Oh yeah,
you're fucking doing yourself wrong. Yeah, like you're doing it wrong.
Dress up as a Wookiee, or buy a Wolfman costume and pretend you're a Wookiee and go have fun.
There you go.
And then one more news article here for Fear the Walking Dead ratings. We talk about it all the time on Adapted. So it's a little teaser, a little prelude into Adapted for you guys. Fear the Walking Dead ratings are up. Steady versus last year. I haven't had a chance to watch the episode yet. I don't know if you have.
I did.
Real quick, I don't want to take anything away from Adapted.
I enjoyed it for what it was, but it was like a slower episode. It wasn't the greatest episode of Walking Dead television ever, but there's some interesting things in there. I like the fact that this new season, like this series of Walking Dead is like on water, and like it just feels so much different than what we're doing in The Walking Dead. But coming like a week after The Walking Dead, it's really hard to get over the fact that like they don't know how to handle zombies or situations like this, because you're just like, zombies are like nothing in The Walking Dead, but in Fear the Walking Dead, zombies are like deadly again. So it's like, what am I doing? Like, what am I watching? I'm very confused. So I'm glad that the ratings were flat with last year and that they didn't lose a big audience, because it's an interesting part of the Walking Dead world I'm glad to explore, as long as they do a better job of it moving forward.
Yeah, and hopefully they do a better job, and it will push maybe the Walking Dead to kind of up the ante a little bit. I know a lot of people love it, but they could do a little bit more, and I think it'd be good to challenge themselves back and forth and check, see what's going on. But if you guys want more in-depth coverage on the Fear the Walking Dead, make sure you guys tune in to Adapted tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, and you guys can join in on the fun live on allertonav.com or on twitch.com allertonavlive. Make sure you guys check out allertonav.com for all the news. Thank you guys so much for joining us for live on the Av. Thank you, Jason, for joining me today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Swimming zombies.